I didn't plan to tell this story, not to anyone, and definitely not to strangers online. But here I am, because I think someone out there needs to hear it. Someone who feels what I felt. And maybe it'll help them leave sooner than I did. My name is Anna. I'm 28. I was in a relationship for almost 5 years. His name was Steve. We met through mutual friends. Nothing romantic at first. But we clicked. He was calm, smart, had a dry sense of humor. He was the kind of guy people described as solid, reliable, safe. I liked that. After a few messy dating experiences, safe sounded perfect. We moved in together after a year, split rent, bought furniture, got a cat. Our life felt stable, comfortable, not exciting, but full of small routines that made me feel grounded. The first couple of years were fine. We had little traditions: Friday takeout, Sunday movies, morning coffee in bed. He didn't always talk about feelings, but he was consistent. I never worried he'd disappear. And maybe that's why I missed the signs when things started to shift. It wasn't sudden. There was no dramatic fight, no obvious lie. He just started to feel distant. At first, I thought it was work. He'd gotten a promotion, started managing a small team, longer hours, more stress, totally understandable. But then it became a pattern: late nights, phone always face down, laughs that didn't include me, moments when he seemed physically there, but not mentally. I asked him a few times, gently, "Are you okay? You seem distracted." He'd just shrug, say he was tired, say I was reading into things. So I let it go, because I trusted him, because I didn't want to be that girl, the clingy, insecure one. I wish I had been more of that girl. Fast forward a few months. It was a Wednesday. I came home from work early because I had a headache. He wasn't home, said he had a late meeting. I didn't mean to snoop, I really didn't, but his iPad was on the counter, unlocked. He rarely used it. But something in me, I don't know, curiosity, instinct. I opened the Messages app, just one tap. There it was, a conversation with someone named Marina. It wasn't flirty, not at first glance. It was casual, familiar, like they knew each other deeply. Things like, "Don't forget to bring the charger. You left your sweater here again. Is she working late tomorrow?" My stomach dropped. I scrolled back. Weeks of messages, months actually. Photos, her place, him smiling on her couch, joking about how predictable I was. She never notices anything. I could be gone all day and she'd still ask if I want pasta for dinner. I read those lines over and over. I don't know how long I stood there, but something in me went numb. I didn't throw the iPad. I didn't call him screaming. I just shut down. I sat on the couch, stared at the wall, listened to the ticking of the kitchen clock. Our cat rubbed against my leg and I just started crying, silently. No drama, just tears that wouldn't stop. He came home around 9. I didn't say anything at first. He kissed me on the head, opened the fridge, asked, "Did you eat?" I looked at him, really looked, and I said, "Check your iPad." He paused. Didn't ask anything, just walked over and looked. Silence. No excuses. No, "it's not what you think." Just this deep, resigned sigh, like he'd been waiting for this. Finally, he said, "I didn't want it to happen like this." I asked him, "Would you have ever told me?" He said, "Oh, probably not." Then came the script. "We haven't been happy for a while. You've been distant too." It wasn't just about sex. She made me feel alive. Alive. As if I'd been some kind of coma. As if our home, our cat, our shared memories were just static background noise to him. Then he said it. "Your stability, she's chaos." And that somehow hurt more than everything else, because I realized that's all I'd been to him: stable, predictable, comfortable, a placeholder. I'd been keeping the house warm while he figured out what he really wanted. I didn't scream, I didn't beg, I didn't ask if he loved her. I just packed a bag, took the cat, left. For the next few weeks, he tried to reach out texts, emails, voice messages. Not one of them said, I love you. Not one said, I'm sorry I hurt you. They all said things like, I miss the routine. I can't sleep in that apartment without you. We were a good team. Team? He made me feel like I was part of a business plan, not a relationship. 9 months later, I still live alone. Still get quiet sometimes when I pass couples in cafes. Still feel a lump in my throat when I cook pasta for one. But I'm okay. Not great, not whole, but okay, because I'd rather be alone than be stability for someone who never chose me in the first place. So if you're listening to this, and someone's making you feel like a backup plan, like a placeholder, like something they settle for when they're tired of excitement, please, choose yourself. Because they won't. And you deserve more than just being the safe option in someone else's mess.